Hola gente, ¿cómo estáis? Bienvenidos a Tafa Reacciona. Hi people, how are you? Welcome to Tafa Reactions. Okay, today I'm going to do something different. This video is a little special because I have to tell you why I haven't been able to do any reactions for a few weeks. The thing is that here in Valencia we have a festival called Las Fallas, and as you know, or maybe some of you know, I work in an ambulance with the Red Cross, and so I'm very busy. The festival is nearly 1 month long. It starts on the 1st of March and it finishes the 19th of March. And we have a lot of work because to Valencia come a lot of people, and we do a lot of events and things. And we have to be there with the ambulance to prevent any bad things happen, you know. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that festival, Las Fallas. I found one in English so you can know what it's about, and we're going to see that. This is some history, and then we're going to see a video I made in one of my services, or, you know, one of my shifts when I was working with the big fireworks, and I made a little video so you can take a look what I'm doing. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to the bit. It's called Las Fallas Festival, Valencia, Spain, English version. So you people can understand. Okay, so let's go.
We are witnessing the end of the annual cycle in the life of the fallas. Every 19th of March, on the day of Saint Joseph, the crema sets more than 700 falla sculptures on a purifying fire. Fallas, which express the neighborhood's human and intergenerational cohesion in a tradition that is passed from the parents to their children. From the ashes, the ingenuity and teamwork of the falla group will emerge in the shape of a falla. Its most remote origin is unknown. Medieval chronicles speak of fires fueled with wood and old furniture that the people of the neighborhoods made as the spring arrived. Other stories associate the celebration with the Carpentry Guild and the festivity of Saint Joseph. But a little over 150 years ago, the first data regarding the fallas as we know them today appeared. On the streets of Valencia, peculiar sculptures made of wood, clothing and wax appeared. Since its origins, the evolution of the festival has been constant. an evolution which is reflected in the festival and the fallas, thanks to the essence of the festival's renovating spirit. The social idiosyncrasy has always been visible in the mirroring critic of the falla as a showcase of reality.
Okay, that's the thing. The monument is made out of, as you said, wood and paper mache and all that. And its evolution was, old furniture. In spring, you take the old furniture, all the stuff to make the cleaning in your house, And then in the old times, they put all that in and make a bonfire. That was the origin, but little by little, the people tried to make in, some figures, right? And it was critics of the, maybe you have a neighborhood, you're living in a neighborhood and you have a nasty neighbor, and you put a sculpture of him with his face, and you put it in the monument, and with a little word saying this bloke is, with satiric, something satiric, That's how it started. Now the monuments are a criticism of all the things that happened that year in politics and social and all that.
Every year, thousands of Valencians and tourists from around the world come to Valencia to absorb the festival, tradition and colour. The falla is the axis which structures the festival. It is an ephemeral installation created over 1 year, which will be publicly displayed on the day of its erection, or planta.
The planta, the day of the erection of the monument, is the 15th of March. The 15th of March, all the monuments have to be, erected. And what I was going to say? Oh, okay. Each neighborhood has its falla, maybe 2 or 3 in each neighborhood. There are very big ones and small ones and all that.
The planta is the culmination of the work carried out by artists and fallas men and women in the shape of a great sculpture which is born from the void in the streets of Valencia. Although mechanical means are present, the tradition remains in some of them as they continue to be erected with a tombe. The falla has a wooden structure and is covered with cardboard, textiles and new materials. But its soul is a satirical, light-hearted and free criticism made on current celebrities and issues. A satire provided by the ninots and their verses written in Valencian, which, like scenes in a movie, develop the central theme of the falla. All the fallas have an explanatory guide or libret associated to them, on which its central theme is told in the language of the Valencians.
He aquí a los ninots que este año se han salvado del fuego y que son llevados triunfalmente al museo donde se guardan las mejores creaciones de cada año en el gran retablo de las fallas.
The free and democratic nature of the festival is evident each year, with the reprieve of a ninot elected by popular vote.
Okay, that's interesting. As he said, each fire, the people, when they go to see it, they have they can vote. They can vote which ninot, which sculpture they like the most, and then they count it, and the one that wins doesn't get burned, because all these monuments the 19th of March are burned, but the winning ninot doesn't get burned, and it goes to the museum.
This figure will be saved from the fire and become part of the Fallas Museum, an area where respect for the past and tradition can be felt. The creation of the falla involves a great effort, as well as teamwork from many residents of the neighborhood, the falleros. To work in coordination, the falleros create task forces or commissions with specific functions. The agora or meeting place of the commissions is the casal, a social cohesion space where ages, genders and origins mingle around a common goal, the creation of the falla, and the coordination of the year's social, cultural and solidarity activities. Every fallera commission annually elects its queens and courts of honor, just as the Festival of the Fallas of Valencia elects its falla senior queens. During their reign, they will be the ambassadors of the festival wherever it will be required of them. The falla is a great social axis which links people, neighborhoods and towns with a history, tradition and craftwork. Thanks to the fallas, a multitude of craft guilds coexist and evolve. The most important group is that of the fallas artists, a mix of architects, sculptors, painters and decorators. They are able to make the falla emerge from their hands, integrating the latest technologies with ancestral manual procedures, always ensuring that they respect the tradition. They are artists who verbally transmit their knowledge, but currently the new professionals can be trained in official centers. Thanks to the fallas group and the traditional attire accompanying the celebration of the fallas, gold and silversmiths, hairstylists, handheld fan makers or silk workers enrich the festival with their creations.
Okay, the traditional clothes they wear, they have to be traditional, and they have to be like it really used to be in maybe in the 18th century, and it's all silk and it costs a lot of money, you know. So let's go.
A tradition which has lived on over 2 centuries in the Jacquard textile mills, where thousands of silk threads intertwine their colors with shuttles constantly running through them. The result is works of art on fabric. A tradition that evolves in the artisanal hands of silversmiths and in the precise stroke of the chiseler. A firework tradition that runs through the veins of the Valencians, because one of the basic elements of the festival is the explosive powder in its diverse forms and presentations.
Here we go with the gunpowder. Here in Valencia, we love gunpowder. We make noise with gunpowder nearly for everything. In a football match, we throw gunpowder. With somebody gets married, gunpowder. Baptism. In every event in Valencia, we have to make noise. Now this is making the I don't know how to say it in English. The cool throws the back. The little explosive things that you throw it on the floor and they go boom, and they make noise with a big bang. And in the morning, since the 15th of March, every morning at 8 o'clock, they do a thing they call the despertar. It's the awakening, you know. So they throw those things on the floor to make noise and wake up everybody up. Everybody has to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning because it's the festival is going to start for that day. And with music also, not only big bands. They have a band behind them, traditional band, and they play.
Trons de Bac, the Mascletaes, or the fireworks of the Nit del Foc invite tourists and visitors to join the festival.
Okay, in the morning, as I said, is the despertar, the awakening. And 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we make the mascleta. That's another thing. And every night, we have fireworks with a lot of lights and all that.
Professionals mix color and sound in perfect balance, which beats inside the hearts and immerse Valencia in a cloud of explosive powder.
That's the mascleta.
If the powder endows the fallas with an explosive soundtrack, the musicians who accompany the festival keep the yesteryear scores alive. Traditional Valencian music in the form of bands.
Okay, each fire has a band. So maybe there's 500 fires in all Valencia. You have 500 bands playing in Valencia.
Otabal and Dolçaina groups, genuine and peculiar instruments of Valencia's homeland. The Fallas and its current global impact are the result of the Fallas members' teamwork, represented by the Central Fallas Board and public institutions which support the festival. The work of the Central Fallas Board, the democratic representative body of the Fallas, is strengthened by the great support that the City Council of Valencia has always offered. The joint effort has achieved the global recognition of the festival. The Fallas are already part of a global network which spreads from Valencia to the world.
Okay, the fallas, a couple of years ago, the UNESCO made the World Heritage, I think it's called in English.
In any country, you can now follow live the Fallas news, its events, and the heartbeat of the festival. If you are in Valencia and during the Fallas, you have to experience the festival on the street. March becomes a month full of events related to the festival. Stroll through Valencia, observe how the city is transformed, and immerse yourself in the Fallas. During the Crida, the Fallas Senior Queen invited you to participate in the festival. If you have come to know the Fallas of Valencia, go out on the street and join the sea of people. Valencia, cosmopolitan and avant-garde city, invites you to discover its essentials during the Fallas. Each falla organizes its own despertares on a daily basis. You can start the day by vibrating with the trons de bac. On your tour of the city, look and observe the beauty of the traditional costumes and their accessories. Listen to the music bands and the tabalandolsaina groups. Take photos of yourself next to the fallas and falleros and share your experiences on the social networks. Visit the Fallas museums, the Fallas Museum and the Museum of the Fallas Artist. At midday, go to the City Hall Square and prepare yourself to vibrate with the sound of the mascleta. If you are in Valencia, enjoy our gastronomy and the fruits of our land.
Okay, about the gastronomy, let's talk about la paella, or how you English-speaking people say, paella. The paella comes from Valencia. It's a traditional Valencian food. Don't go to Madrid and pay for a paella. You won't be able to eat a proper paella. Only in Valencia. In Valencia, that's where the paella comes from. Nowhere else. A truly good made paella, traditional and how it has to be, is in Valencia.
The flower offering to the Virgin of the Helpless is one of the most emotional events of the fallas.
Okay, that's the la ofrenda. We call that la ofrenda. What they do is there's a place in the town called La Plaza de la Virgen, and what they do is they take all the fallas, all the fire groups. They take flowers there and they make a big tapestry. Very nice to see. It's all flowers everywhere.
When the night comes, Valencia and its streets are lit up in a spectacular way to receive its visitors. During the Nit del Foc, the best fireworks professionals compete in a duel of light and color. And on the 19th, do not miss the rebirth of the Falleros cycle. Become part of the fallas and its common beat of human, multicultural and intergenerational cohesion. That night, many towns of Valencia become one great bonfire, which renews life and feelings, in order to start the life cycle once again, which will mark the rebirth of the fallas next year.
Okay, as he said, the 19th of March, 12 o'clock in the night, all the monuments get burned, all of them, at the same time. All Valencia is a bonfire. And we have a lot of work that night, and the firefighters and the people with, like me, working the Red Cross, because there's some accidents, some burns, people get burned and all that, huh? Okay. Well, that was it, I think. Okay, that was it. People asked, people who come to Valencia and Fallas to see them, they will ask me, how can you burn that very nice monument? How can you burn it? Well, yes, we have to burn it. We burn it every year. Because if we don't burn it, we can't make another. So the thing is that we make it and we burn it, and immediately they're starting to make another. So the next year in March, put another one. Huh? And that's how it goes. And the economic thing works that way, If you only make one and you don't burn it, it's finished. You have to make another, so the artists they start again and all that, and this economic thing. Okay. So now, what we're going to do now? Now I'm going to show you a little video I made a couple of days ago. I was in the Mascletà, the fireworks of midday at 2 o'clock, and I was at work, and I had it was tranquil. There was no problems. Everything was okay. So I had time to make a little video so you can see, you people, how you see the Mascletà. Very close, very close. Normally the people who go to see that event don't get that close as I have, because I am inside the security zone, you know. So let's go to change of scene. Here I am. Hi people, how are you? Here I am. I'm working in the Red Cross in Valencia, and been a few days very busy because we have a lot of work today and all the week. Yeah. So I won't be able to do any reactions for a few days. Let's see. Here's my ambulance. You can take a look. And today there's going to be a lot of fireworks. A thing called Mascletà. A lot of fireworks, a lot of noise, and a lot of people. You see all the people over there. Okay. These festivities are called the fallas, and they started the 1st of March, and it finishes the 19th of March. Okay, see you. See you. Okay, that was a couple of days ago, I think. Yes, I made that video, and I have to go. I have to go now. At 12 o'clock, I have to be ready, because every day we do in Valencia one of these Macleta things. So we have to be there with the ambulance and the people to take care of the public that are watching the event. So they're all safe and everything is okay, and nobody gets hurt. And you can still enjoy the festivities. Okay, I hope you like this video, and let's see, I have some time so I can make a reaction video of music, and maybe tomorrow, I don't know, it depends of the worker. So, like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Goodbye, hasta la vista.